Hello and welcome to another Fox 411 and Kiss Country Neighborhood News. It's all brought to you by the great folks at CG Public Health, cghealth.com. They're located out at the Plaza West Shopping Center. Jay, today we have Carla and Sam, and they represent Walk for Water, which is going to be going on in the Winnebago and Hancock County area. Is that right?
Yeah. The Walk for Water will be held in Pilot Knob State Park on August 13th.
August 13th. That's coming up right around the corner here.
It is.
We wanted to get the word out now so people can listen to this. We are doing audio for podcast, and we also do the video as well, like you're seeing. So you guys are what, the coordinators for this?
Yeah, we're volunteers to help coordinate the walk. So this event is part of a bigger organization. Hope for Kids International does work with impoverished areas around the world, really. And one of the facets of the work they do is drilling wells for communities that are in areas where they have very poor water. The village that we're doing this walk for is in Uganda. Their water source is basically a water hole. It's about 2 miles away from the village. So every day, if you want to wash clothes, if you want to cook, if you want to wash anything, you got to get water. You got to walk 2 miles down and get that water and bring it back to your place. So this job is generally delegated to the kids. So in the morning, they take their buckets and they start walking, and they come back and they empty their buckets, and then it's likely that they got to go again because they need more than just what they can carry at the one time. So these children are, they're not able to go to school because they're busy hauling water. So they're trekking down. Maybe the one or two siblings get to go to school, and the rest have to sit and haul water. And it's oftentimes a dangerous trek. They've got it's Africa. They've got wild animals, snakes, insects along the way. Also, there's oftentimes child predators. So there's people who are a threat to them as well. So it's a dangerous walk. And then the water they bring back is dangerous in itself because usually they don't boil it or anything like that, and it's from a common water hole. So you've got the farmer drives his cattle down there to drink, and cattle being what they are, they'll leave a mess behind them, and then the rain comes and washes that all into the water hole, and the people come, and then they're pulling that water out and cooking and drinking with it and cleaning with it. So there's a lot of disease that spreads through these water sources that they have.
So is this the first time ever doing a walk for water around this area?
No,
Well, we did them. I've actually helped coordinate about 5 of them previously, but then COVID hit, and so it's been a couple years we haven't had a chance to do them. So this is our first one getting back into the swing of it. So we're trying to make a big deal of it and really bring the community together around this.
So Carla, what's happening on August 13th?
So we're having a walk at Pilot Knob, and we want everybody to show up. Bring your kids, your grandparents, your mom, your dad. We want everyone to show up, and we're going to have a great time. And we just want everyone to come and everybody to be there and to join us in this walk for water.
Are you going to simulate how far these kids or families have to walk to go get water, or how are you doing that? I guess where's the comparison? I guess.
Yeah, our walk is a little less than 2 miles. On average, these kids are walking somewhere around 2 miles. So ours, it's about 1.75 miles right in there. And our trail is pretty nice. We're walking on pavement most of the way, and then once you get up towards the tower, there's a gravel trail that we can walk, and and so it's a pretty nice trail. So we'll have, if you can walk, you should be able to handle it. There's a little bit of a steep part going up to the tower, but it should be a great walk. We've used this route a number of times, and it's just a lot of fun to walk there.
I was gonna say it's not a flat walk, that's for sure.
No, Pilot Knob's a little bit hilly. That's true.
Yeah.
And are you carrying buckets? Kind of simulate a little bit?
We haven't done that.
I would. Why not? Make
No,
people feel what's going on. You know,
we
what I
should.
mean?
We'll bring some 5-gallon buckets and see how far somebody can carry that.
Yeah. I think about these. So are you saying that in Uganda, are these more kids? You said you talked about how they don't go to school because they're busy getting water all the time. Is it more or less kids? I mean, I would think that would be a little clumsy for them. I guess.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I don't know how they get buckets, but they do. And
it is kids, and they're carrying. A lot of times you'll see they're carrying it on their head most of the time.
Okay.
So this is you've seen it in pictures of them carrying these things on their heads. So that's the
less spillage probably too.
Less spillage, and their arms don't wear out that way. So, but it can't be good for their necks and their spinal cord. That's for sure.
Get a headache.
Oh.
Yeah. But the Hope for Kids International, maybe Carla, can you talk a little bit about that? Because they're celebrating their 50th anniversary this year, I see.
They are. And Tom Ingram, that created Hope for Kids, he's going to be around and hopefully doing the walk with us. And
tell everybody who Tom Ingram is.
Ingram, he
Ingram?
created.
No, it's Egham. You had it right.
Ingram,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry, I apologize. He
was the founder, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he created Hope for Water, and he is a Forest City native. And Sam, I don't know, maybe you can expand on that a little bit.
Sure. Tom was born in the hospital in Forest City that became the sheriff's department and the jail. So he was literally born in jail.
Wow.
But he grew up in Thompson, Iowa. His parents were poor. But he just growing up had a heart for reaching out to poor people. He started out his ministries in Russia. He ended up getting blacklisted there, and his visa was revoked, and he started doing some outreach in China, bringing medicines and clothing and stuff for kids there. And then he was not able to do it there any longer. Now, a lot of his focuses are in Africa and other impoverished areas. So they have a lot of different ministries. Hope for Kids does. They develop medical clinics. They do schools. They have some. You can do child sponsorship through them. So a lot of different aspects. They've also got some sub ministries. They've got Hope for Women, which they're focusing on a lot of areas where these women have a lot of children, but there's no husband around. They're susceptible to violence, and so there's a lot of need there. So that's a big focus for Hope for Women, and so there's a lot of different aspects to their ministry that they do, and reaching out around the globe. So yeah, we're celebrating 50 years for Tom in his work there. So we will be he'll be speaking Sunday morning. The 13th is a Sunday. He'll be speaking Sunday morning at First Baptist Church in Forest City, and after the service, they'll have like a reception, and people be able to meet him and talk with him. And a lot of people in the area know Tom, and so it'll be a good time.
So how can people get signed up, and they just show up, or they got to sign up ahead of time, or what would you like to see them do?
And more info.
Yeah.
If you want more info, if you want to sign up a team, if you want to get registered, or if you just want to donate, you can go to our website. It's w4ki.org/W4W Forest City.
So on that site, you can register, get signed up, and like you said, we're tracking there like the progress on our funding. we've already raised about $1,500. So people are encouraged to go ahead and make their pledges and donations there, and track that site to see the goal. So we'll be having people register ahead of time. That allows us to be able to prepare and have T-shirts for you. And then also on the day of the walk, check-in is at 2:00. And if you didn't get registered ahead of time, you can register then. You just wouldn't be eligible for a T-shirt at that point because we wouldn't be able to get those there. But so registration is 2:00 on the 13th. Check-in, and then the walk starts at 3.
So what does the money actually that people can donate actually go to? Is it the drilling of the well? Because it obviously takes money to get equipment and everything else. Is that what it's going for, or what is it actually doing?
Yeah, so there is the drilling of the well. So we have to pay the drill people to come and drill the well. There's the materials. So you've got the well casing, and then you've got the pump. It's a standard hand pump, so there's not something to fail. It's just a traditional hand pump. But then they also around the well, they pave it, and they make it so that this is going to be able to be maintained in the future. Okay. So it won't, you just put a well there, it becomes a muddy mess.
So once it's done, it's done. It's ready to go, and they'll have it for future. Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
And I take it you've been doing different villages then in Uganda?
They have, yeah. And when they do that, also, there's early on they found that there was a tendency for a local person or group to take control of the well and try to make a profit off of that and charge people and stuff like that. So they also set up a community committee to maintain that and be responsible for it, so that it's available to the community and not pirated by some entrepreneuring person.
Okay, wonderful. Well, this is man, I tell you, we're always going to have these issues, and there's always a ton of villages, I'm sure, that pop up and that you can help out. And Uganda is not a small area. I mean, it's a country within a country,
Right.
a country within a continent, actually. But yeah. Well, it's happening on August 13th. It's a Sunday. And let's just keep this simple. I should have put a crawler on here, and I apologize, but just look up Walk for Water Forest City on Facebook, and you can see all the information. I just did. And it's the number 4, by the way. Walk the number 4 Water Forest City. And you'll be able to get information on that as well. So, well, I hope you guys raised some good money for this. This is a concern and a need, big times.
Previously, our best results, we did 2 wells from 1 walk. So I'd be thrilled to see us, if we could break that record. And
how much does a well cost?
Each well is about $12,000.
Okay.
Wow.
For all the parts and getting it dug and getting the logistics all worked out, ends up costing about $12,000.
And then once this, okay, so another curious question is, once it's ready to go and maintained or ready to go to get, how far is the walk to water then? Just a few blocks? Or?
Wow.
Yes, right. They do it like inside the village or right on the edge of the village. So, yeah. And, it's a matter of, 2 minutes down to the pump instead of, an hour and a half.
Miles. Yeah, exactly. And they can go to school.
Right.
Well, that's good. And hopefully the water is clean too.
Yes. Yeah. Right. They drill a deep well. So, even if there's some contaminants on the surface level, you get down to the water table below and it's healthy water down there.
All right. Special event by Hope for Kids International. It's called Walk for Water, happening in Forest City on Sunday. It's August 13th. And again, go to their Facebook page, Walk for Water, Forest City, and you'll get all the information. And it's that Sunday afternoon then. So thank you for everything you guys do.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
It's a blessing to host us here. So
Yeah, you got it. All right. Well, it is the Fox 411 and Kiss Country Neighborhood News, all brought to you by CG Public Health, cghealth.com, located out at the Plaza West Shopping Center.